Yes, you are not seeing double.
You looked like a double. Maybe I should take my glasses off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sharing your hairstyle.
Oh,
I'm not sharing that hairstyle. No. Not yet, anyway.
we can make you look that way.
No. I'm good.
Okay.
The good Lord gave me hair, so.
You gave me hair. You just gave me hair in the wrong spots.
And then the Lord giveth, and the Lord take it away.
That's his job. It's like I give you life, I take it.
So welcome to the Husky by the Bulls. As you can see, those of you who benefit of video, both of us are here in the flesh.
Geekville.
Yeah, in Geekville, USA. Undisclosed bonker. Okay, shit.
We're on the ground, so.
Shh. Don't give out the goods.
I didn't even say where.
Don't give out the goods. Don't give it out. Let them suspect.
I don't think they're suspecting anything.
Yeah, we can be just right outside their house, for all they know. Although,
Kind of scary.
kind of stalker-ish.
Oh, look outside now.
Yeah, kind of stalker-ish. So, hope that everybody has had a good weekend. We had a good week, I guess. I mean, I love my job now. That should be the motto. I love my job now.
Well, that's how we test it every day.
Yeah.
Speak.
Mm-hmm. I love my job now. And it was a good week, other than some medical issues that came up. But we're alive. We're here. Yeah, I mean, it's never a good thing when you gotta evacuate out of your body parts of you that were eaten back in when the Reagan administration.
Oh wow! Been holding that one in for a while, huh?
Yeah, I've seen so many presidents come and go. It finally came out.
And then this one.
That unholy Twinkie.
And then this one just set it all off.
That Twinkie's like, I like it here. I'm going to stay for a minute. A minute turned to years. Years turned to decades. A century passed by.
Just poor Twinkie.
It's all about that cream filling.
Oh, anyway. Good Christian boys, remember? Good Christian boys.
Yes, we are. We are good Christian boys. We are good Christian boys.
Okay.
We're behaving.
I am.
Look, hey, what's wrong with a Twinkie having a cream filling? Am I lying?
I don't know what you were using it. Content you were using it.
Well, you're the one who's going there. I'm not. I'm just saying that
you
the
knew
Twinkie.
exactly where you were going.
No, I did not say anything. You went with the innuendo thing. I just say the Twinkie has a cream filling.
Anyway, this is the Husky Babu podcast. If you didn't already know.
Guess you were wondering, you were like, what are these people talking about? Like, we got a logo down here, right in the bottom corner of the new logo of the media thing, Husky Bible Media. You know, with the beard.
Not two beards.
Yeah, but it's the beard because Barbu it means bearded. So that's translation for you. See, we not just topical.
We're just educational today,
exactly,
huh?
we're educational. And we talked about last week about night one of WrestleMania. Might as well finish the story.
Well,
pun intended.
What Cody did.
No, exactly. Cody did. I mean, we buried the lead right there. Thank you. Okay, let's start talking about that anymore.
So next,
yeah, exactly. Next, CM Punk.
Oh.
A man that happens to be relevant even when he's injured. Even when he's injured and can't compete, keeps his name in the lips of people that even like this man must have like a Jedi mind trick superpower of how he can just manipulate people into talking about him. I mean, we're doing it right now.
Yeah,
we don't wrestle. And he hasn't wrestled since Royal Rumble.
What is that? 2-3 months?
That was January.
Yeah, 3 months.
And he has his name in the lips of everybody this week because, if you recall, the week before he had an interview with MMA Hour with a tocayo, Ariel Hawani, where he described the incident in All In with Jungle Boy Jack Perry, in which he described in detail what happened, which was he talked to him. The guy was, "What are you gonna do about it?" Said, "I can kill you. That's one thing I could do about it." Then he said, "I can't let you get too close." Proceeded to choke him ever so gently, according to him.
I don't know how you can choke someone gently, but I guess.
I'm paraphrasing. Someone just up the mat. The choking was like a good solid 5 seconds of choking, for all it's worth. He badmouthed his now former boss and told him to F off, and locked himself in the locker room. Samoa Joe knocked on the door, told him, "Look, we already made the trip, so might as well." Finished the match, and the rest is history. In the infinite wisdom, and I'm being sarcastic, of Tony Khan, the owner of AEW, they decided to do a Hold My Beer challenge in the stupidity ranks and decided to air the footage of the cameras inside the Wembley Stadium showing exactly what CM Punk described. Now, when I'm telling you this, you can do, like some people already have done it. You can search this online, where they do a pretty much, they have CM Punk on the top and they have the footage on the bottom, and it's pretty much beat for beat everything that Punk said. So what they accomplished was having just prove that what CM Punk said was right. Because it's pretty much beat for beat everything that he said on the MMA Hour with Ariel Hawani. Now, if this was for an attempt to like make the whoa,
My bad.
new sneakers,
Tons of grip.
new sneakers, huh?
Not really. I just haven't used them.
Okay, same difference. Anyway, why was the point of one showing a guy that hasn't been working in the company for over 6 months, showing an altercation that he already, so you just made his point. I mean, for those of you who have the benefit of seeing this in video, I'm going to show you this beautiful image.
Mission accomplished.
That's Punky, CM Punk. That he posted that right after after what had happened. Basically, it says there, "Mission accomplished." So basically, he proved his point. Basically, proved his point. So, a lesson here for you, Nimrods out there, or humanoids, as Bobby the Brain Heenan used to put it. If you have issues with a man that no longer works with you, why bring that up? Why bring that up?
Makes them relevant again.
Why bring them up?
Now people are talking about AEWE.
The dude is not selling tickets for you anymore.
Yeah, but the ratings are probably how many? Think about it. How did the ratings go up that night?
It actually did go a little up, but
Still,
it baffles me. Like, this is not good business. Like, what you should be doing? Letting that crap go. That's what you should be doing.
When we talked about Vince McMahon and he sold the company and all of this stuff came out, and we even said it, he's laughing while he's on his couch still making his money.
Yes,
being suspended and all, he was still making his money.
Yes, but that was different because he's the owner of a Fortune 500 company. Well, was the owner, or the biggest stockholder of the company because he didn't own the company as it was a publicly traded
Yeah, but he
company.
owns most. He's owed what 51% of the
Used to,
shares.
not anymore.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying it's still doesn't
He
matter
was
what
laughing
you
all
did.
those way in the bank. If
And CM Punk is doing it, and if the ratings went up on AEW that one night,
but okay, for
accomplished
one
what he thought he
night,
did.
yeah, but for one night, but how are you gonna keep them glued? Cause
That
what, you're gonna keep on milking that CM Punk gravy train?
we're not. We don't have his money. We don't have his mind. He has to
What
have a.
mine? What mine? I mean, at this point, it begs to ask the question, what mine? Because none of this makes sense.
He maybe has a plan up his sleeve. What
I'm sorry, like
I don't know, but
I'm sorry. To me, because I was playing devil advocate before with him and saying like, what if the situation that we're seeing is all was provoked, and he has his right to feel this way now. Whether it is the fact or not, remember what we were talking about before coming here. What Minky Juice used to say: perception is reality. Now the perception is that Punk was right.
yeah, but you still have people in the WWE locker room calling him what?
That's more storyline. Like everybody right now has been saying that this is a different guy.
Yeah, but is this all a show?
Doesn't
He's
matter.
on his third strike. You're gonna be on your best behavior.
This is a guy that
UFC don't want him back.
for what? For he can get smoked in 3 seconds?
Exactly. So he realized that he already burned himself out with WWE. He went to AEW and then he came back. So where else are you gonna go at if you burn your bridge this time?
Nowhere.
Exactly. And you think he's gonna be able to keep up his lifestyle if he?
And that's the odd thing because he's not even a coke fiend, or he doesn't do
No, but
weed. He doesn't drink.
But he must spend money on cars. Look at the
No,
way he dresses.
he's frugal.
Maybe the stuff
Frugal.
that I seen was different, but I mean, I
No,
always
because
see him in
look,
high end
if
clothes, walking into the
well,
arena.
because you have to do the proper thing. But he's actually a frugal guy. He's very frugal.
Well, let's hope he doesn't burn that bridge because then he's gonna be extra.
I think he's doing right by WWE this time. Everything seems to be aiming. I mean, we had a guy that hates him, legitimately hates him, AJ Styles, because they've had history back in the Indies, and they legitimately do not like each other. We're not talking about storyline. We're not talking about, oh, there's a story. No, no, no. These two guys do not like each other because one, like the most apart from their personal stuff, one is a Christian, one is an atheist. I'll let you guess which one is which. So that's part of the issue. I mean, CM Punk even in one interview, this is a flat earther, called him a flat earther. Anyway, AJ Styles on WrestleMania weekend, I was like, look, I've one of the guys that talk crap about him before coming to the company.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the guys that openly talk crap, and I openly said I don't want him here. I do not want him here, and if he comes here, we're gonna have a problem. And he said, "Look, if I told you that I've interacted with him, I'll be lying because we are not each other's cup of tea. We don't get along. But for every interaction of the people that I do know here that have had with them, everybody's just giving me high praises. And they said that the man is in his best behavior. He has not messed around. So he said, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and take him at his word that he has changed. So you know what? I'm willing to work with him. He said, I'm willing to work with CM Punk. So if he wants to have a match with me here, I'm willing to work with him. That's big because AJ Styles, like if you would have listened to him 2 years ago or even a year ago, before all this, AJ Styles was like, let that man rot in hell. That would have been his attitude. Let that man rot in hell and please throw him in hell and cover it with cement and leave him there. That would have been his attitude. But now he's singing a different tune. He's singing a different tune now. So that leads me to believe that either this man is a great performer, a great actor, and knows how to.
Well, we know he knows how to do that.
He knows how to. Or maybe he has changed. I don't know him. I can't speak for him and say that this or that. All I know is, like Vinky said, perception is reality. So the perception right now is that in the whole mess, and I'm going to add a little caveat to this as well. In this whole mess, CM Punk is coming out looking like $1,000,000 right now. And to add insult to injury, Kenny Omega, who is one of the EVPs in AEW, said that he and Punk are now cool. That they talked after Brawl Out, which happened in 2022. They have talked about it because the thing that they bonded over was the fact that when the Brawl started, the only guy that took care of the dog, Larry, was Kenny. Kenny was more worried about the dog than anybody because Punk was just throwing haymakers. And Kenny was like, "Oh my god, the dog! I don't," because the dog is a support dog. He's a support animal, so you can't throw him in that kind of environment because that will throw him off. So he picked up the dog and carried it and gave it to Ace Steel's wife. Like, get the dog away from here. So they kind of apparently they kind of bonded over that. That Punk noticed that you took care of my dog, so we're cool. So they kind of buried the hatchet. So he said, "Look, me and Punk were cool. Whatever happened back then, it happened, and but we." He said days after we buried the hatchet, and we're cool. Like, I have no problems with him. So I'm not gonna say Punk is not is an easygoing guy. Clearly, he's not. He's a man set in his ways, and if you rub him the wrong way, you're gonna catch these hands, or you're gonna get the chokehold like Jungle Boy got.
Any MMA person is not straight up there. I'm sorry. There's too many blows to the head. Even boxers, kickboxers, all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
There's no easy way to say it. That you're a whole different type of being.
You're a different animal. You're a different breed of human being. You're a different human
to
being.
Get pounded away like people do in the face and the knee to the face and kick to the face. Like, it's just.
Yeah, so you gotta, like that Clint Eastwood movie, man's gots to know his limitations. A man gots to know his limitations. You gotta know where your limits are. And look, Punk was. I've heard the stories before. He was an a-hole. Before, like the Punk that we know now is like tame in comparison to the a-hole he was like 10, 15 years ago.
Well, also older. I would hope that he.
Yeah, you get older. He's my age. He's my age. We were both hatched in the same year, 78. So he's my age. So you would think, at least I think, that in my case, my particular case, I can't speak for him. I don't know him from Adam. But in my particular case, I would say that I'm a little wiser than I was, 10 years ago, because I've had life experiences that have forced me into maturity and see things in a different perspective. Like, having a kid will change your life in the biggest sense. Like, if you're a responsible human being and you realize, I got to feed this thing, I got to clothe this thing, I got to cover this thing, I got to make sure that this thing turns out a good human being because I put another product in this world. I put another human being on this world. It's my responsibility to make sure that this person ends up being a person that is actually productive towards society and not just another consumer. You know, someone that puts in more than they take. That's what you hope, at least. So that forces you to grow. Unfortunately, I know that that's not the case with everybody that has children. Not everybody is a responsible parent. I'm not saying I'm the best dad in the world. Let that be said by my daughter. Let her make that judgment. and let my wife make that judgment. I'm not going to say that because I don't know if I am. I don't know if I am. I'm trying to do my best, but I don't know if I am. To be quite honest, I don't know if I'm a good parent. I don't know if I'm a good husband. I don't know. I try to do my best. That's what I do. I try to do my best. So in his case, I do hope in his case that he is trying to be a better person. I'm always trying to find the like that song. Always look at the bright side of life. That's me. I always try to look the bright side. I mean, I see hell rolling all over, but I'm like that's the nice shade of color though. Always look at the bright side of life. I love your expression.
We really didn't do the RP section test.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we gotta give the man his.
What?
Go ahead. No, it's just, go ahead. You lead the RP section, not me. You're the down. You're always knowing the people that passed away.
The downers. Who passed away? Oh. Oh yeah. Who passed away this week? Let me think.
The glove don't fit.
You must have quit. Oh Lord. Oh, the juice. The juice is gone. The juice is gone, children. The juice is gone. Can I quote New Jack? Keep up the good. Oh my God. I knew when I didn't even get a reply, you no sold that thing when I sent it to you. I don't think that must have hit the spot. OJ, keep up the good work, baby. Two down. Oh, oh God. If you need some clarification of what we're talking about, just look it up. New Jack promo in Nashville back in '94. That's so messed up.
It is.
So messed up. So many levels. I don't know what's so funny. You're looking at me like, please stop. Please stop. Please stop laughing. Please stop laughing. They don't need to get canceled. People barely know who we are, and then you're laughing at dude talking about murder. Please stop. Ah. Ah. So this is what my wife feels like. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Ooh. Ooh, Lord. So yeah, RIP to the Jews. May he rest. They just leave it there. May he rest. Where? I didn't say. I did not say.
I think we know where you meant.
May he rest. That's all I'm going to say. May he rest. Anyway, I mean, what do we transition from there? I mean,
I don't know anything.
we already talked about Punky. Have you been seeing that X-Men cartoon series, the revival from the old one from the 90s? It's called X-Men 97. I haven't been seeing it, but I heard what happened in the latest episode. They have some round-shaped brass things under between their legs for what they did. Made of solid brass. Because spoilers, for those of you who haven't seen things, uh, they killed off Magneto and Gambit. Spoilers.
What?
Yeah, they killed off Magneto and Gambit. And Gambit went out like a boss. Like a boss. Because the Sentinel stabbed him. Like when you see how he got stabbed, you're like, yeah, he did. Like, yeah, he did.
It's not like you awake.
No, like, yeah, he did. But he was alive enough. But you know that Gambit's powers are that he can transmit kinetic energy and turn any unmaterial object into a bomb. It could explode. So guess what happened? Since that thing stabbed him here in the side, he was like, the name is Gambit, mon ami. Remember it. He grabbed the thing and loaded the Sentinel, which is huge, like the size, like the World Trade Center. The thing the size of World Trade Center. And he grabbed it and supercharged it and exploded. So he kamikazed himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so good job. Good job. Hey, you want to talk about Will Smith? That reminds me of Will Smith. And Hancock, he always went, good job. Good job. Good job.
Talk about Will Smith and Martin Lawrence movie coming out on June 7th.
Yeah, I still don't know. I'm still wrestling with the fact. I mean, he did slap my boy in public.
This was, 2 years ago? Come on, give it up.
Still, he slapped him. Although the payback has been sweet, though.
He made a whole Netflix series, stand up.
Yeah, the payback has been sweet, and also having the entire community, stand-up community, roast you for 2 years and some change. And every movie that, I mean, this is basically the first movie he's done since.
Yeah, they canceled, like, I think he was doing like 2-3 movies, and the production company was like,
and like, yeah, you're nuclear right now.
yeah, now we're good.
You're neon.
You're gonna lose all that money that you did. Yeah, we good. Yeah,
Every company looked at him like, you're neon green right now. So
yeah, we good.
like, you're radioactive. Like, we're not touching you with a 10-foot pole. Like, you stay in that corner until you stop glowing in the dark. Remember Uncle Joey? They're gonna glow in the dark.
Good old Uncle Joey. Makes every podcast.
They're gonna glow in the dark. These are references that only us are getting. Everybody looking at us like, what the heck are they talking about? Oh, child. Oh, child. Spare yourself.
Preach, my brother. Preach.
Spare yourself, child. Spare yourself. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. I mean, just for the sake of us doing the triplet, because the last movie we went to see together was Equalizer 3, right?
Did that come out after Wick?
Yeah, that was after Wick.
Yeah,
I think that's
we
the
did
one.
both movies.
Yeah, because we saw Creed 3 here, which I already had seen in the theater.
Yeah, she dies.
Mr. Spoiler here.
Yeah.
I should be wearing a hoodie saying spoilers.
Yeah. Stay away.
No. The best one would be
Spoiler.
like, that's a nice movie you're watching here. Would it be? It would be. It would be sad if somebody spoiled it for you.
Oh yeah, she's about to die.
What? Oh yeah, she did. Now. She about to give up the ghost.
Yeah. So any movie I want to see, I'm gonna have to see with you.
Yeah, because we won't know what's coming at the same time. Because if I already watch it, I was like, yeah, chances are he's gonna spoil the F out of it.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna have to take all.
Or I would just have to go in the whole Hannibal Lecter gear to see the movie. You know, mouth gagged and everything. So I will have to say anything.
Yeah. put a little hole just to give you a sip of water every once in a while.
Hello, Clarice.
Let's not go there. Let's not go. Let's not go there.
Something tells me you be traumatized. Which one? Which one did it for you? Which one?
No, man.
Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, Red Dragon.
You know the funny thing is, I never even seen any of those movies, but just watching
Cause,
Summer Attractions or just any snippet of the movie coming.
I mean, he's done some horrible things, man, in the movies. Like, for example, in Hannibal, there's a scene that he takes Ray Liotta, shaves his head, cut off his scalp, opens his cranium. Dude's still alive, mind you, wide awake. Opens his cranium and cuts a piece of his brain and fries it and serves it up to him. We should make t-shirts of it.
Me looking like, and you're over here.
Fun. 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 Fun.
Help me.
God help me. I need help. This is the dark side here.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I haven't killed you yet.
No, I think I'm under one of the. I think I'm on the good list.
Remember Billy Madison? The Steve Buscemi. The Steve Buscemi character. He had a list and he actually crossed Billy Madison's name off the list.
And then put on lipstick.
And then at the end of the movie, he shoots the dude. It goes like, no problem. And he was like, and Billy was like, I'm sure glad I call out that dude. I was like, Jesus illuminated my mind in that moment. Oh, Lord, I was going to open that can of worms.
Wasn't he the one from Grown Ups that he was stuck like this? That's him, right?
Steve Buscemi?
Yeah.
He was in it. He's been in everything.
But I think he was.
I don't know. I haven't seen Grown Ups. I have not seen Grown Ups. I've refused to see the Adam Sandler stuff from lately.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I told you last week I have a very low tolerance for crap.
Well, Grown Up 2, I can see. But the original Grown Up was pretty good. Yeah. That's him. He was in it.
Okay, yeah, so it's him.
This was him in Grown Ups.
All right. Okay.
He had his he went down this
Oh my gosh.
Adam Sandler in this guy's friend always had this competition going on. So they went to this water park and they had this thing that you zip line across and then you just drop into the water.
Okay.
So Adam Sandler did this flip, blah blah blah, and this guy's friend said, you're gonna go hanging down backwards. And he ends up his foot getting stuck on the pole, so he couldn't get down. So this zip line crosses over, banks into this board sign, and he comes out looking like that, doing the. I gotta show you that part. Anyway,
I don't know.
you don't have to see the whole movie.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Listen, I sat through that. What was that other one that we watched here? Not the Creed one, the other one.
Tombstone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an old movie. Yeah, I know. I had my nostalgia goggles when I saw that movie back then. Plus, the lines that Val Kilmer gives in the movie, they're good though.
Oh, we still use them today.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Guess I wasn't that sick then.
I guess I wasn't as sick as I came out. And also, and my personal favorite. Well, bye. That's my favorite, my personal favorite.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, that's the one when you sent me the juice left. I was like, well,
Bye.
bye.
Freaking guy's been dying the whole movie.
Like, do you smell that? Smell like somebody died. Woo. They just went, woo. Lord have mercy. That's an endless quotable movie, though. And back for 1993, 94, that was an okay movie. Nowadays, it would be like, because the action don't start like until like way over
To the end.
Yeah, that's when all the killing started. They're like, oh, finally, they finally discovered how to use a gun.
What is this thing?
Like, I've been carrying this thing. Like, it reminds me of Ricky Bobby. Like, my hands. My hands. My hands. They were like, just walking the whole entire movie. I got this thing on my holster, but my hands. My hands. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, you killed two of my brothers. You killed one of my brother, and you left one of my other brother crippled. Well, here they gun. Here it is.
I think I know how to use this.
I think you had to squeeze the trigger. Oh, look at that. That little round thing just went firing. Okay. Oh, and so I just have to aim it and hit people with it? Oh, it's so simple. It's so simple. The bullet is in the gun. It goes out the barrel.
Then it hit something, and then it just...
Squid.
All right.
God. This one has been all over the place.
And dark.
Yeah. I mean, you started everything with mentioning the passing of the juice.
We always do an RIP section when someone famous dies.
Yeah.
And not because you didn't like him. Didn't mean we didn't have to do it.
I didn't hate him. I never met the dude.
You know exactly what I mean.
I never met the man. How can I hate someone I never met?
I didn't say you hated him. I said you didn't like him.
I didn't like what he did. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
If the glove don't fit,
you must have quit.
Yes, exactly. So
allegedly, what he did or did not do, we don't know. We weren't there. We weren't hiding in the bushes. I mean, that would have made me what 94. I would like what? I would have been 15, 16. What the heck would I would be doing in Southern California back then when I was living in DR?
Back of the white Bronco.
Yeah, I'm like.
Hey OJ, where we going?
What estás echando este tipo aquí?
OJ, where we going, man?
Like, OJ, you got that knife, huh?
Why not? And those gloves.
Why you got those gloves on? OJ, don't think it over, man. Think it over. No. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. No, I ain't helping you.
You know, just drop me off right here.
Like, I'll be checking out right now. What? No. What were you doing with that knife? Okay. Enough jokes about that.
Okay. Anyway, so did you hear about this whole... I'm going to do baseball.
Okay. A nice change of pace.
Yeah. Did you hear about this whole Shohei Ohtani thing?
The translator?
Yeah.
That cleaned him like over a million?
They said it's over $16 million.
Say what?
So supposedly, Shohei Ohtani says, this account I want private. No one has access to it. Supposedly, that's what they said. And his interpreter was using that account to pay off his bets. So they said it's over $16 million.
Ouch.
Now, I don't know who to believe on this. Because how do you not know that money's missing from your account?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to tell you that in that case.
I mean, come on.
Like, do you trust? Are you this gullible that you just willy nilly trust
Well,
whatever?
the guy came to America. The first person he met was his translator. They supposedly had like this best friend bond, and it's like,
And turns out the dude was like, "Viva Las Vegas."
yeah. So, and there was even text messages that supposedly someone saw from the interpreter to the bookie. He's like, "I'm not good at this this betting stuff, huh?" And put LOL.
Abandono esta tierra pedida,
So
una tierra más linda yo iré.
I don't know what's going on, but there's no way I don't know that that money is missing.
I mean, how many he getting for the whole deal? I mean, before taxes, obviously, because you know Uncle Sam is gonna be like,
What do you mean his contract?
"Hello," and I know Uncle Sam is like, "Hello there. I know you just signed. Guess what? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to do this, but yeah, you're gonna have to pay."
What do you mean what he has to pay back to Otani?
No. Otani's contract.
Okay, so Otani's contract is for $700 million, but here's the thing: he's deferring payments, so he's only getting paid $1 million until until he leaves the team, and then he's getting the rest of the money.
So basically, a Bobby Bonilla kind of deal.
Yeah, but they have to pay him all at once.
Oh, so it's not like
No, so he's
it's
saving.
It's not like the Mets.
Yeah, no. Well, even Bobby
Looking
Bonilla,
at you, Mets. Like,
even Bobby Bonilla redid that contract again to expand it for another like 3 or 4 years.
because I mean, if you're already screwing somebody, like, let's just milk it for all it's worth.
But Ken Griffey Jr. did the same exact thing
Oh no!
with the Cincinnati Reds. He did the same thing. The guy hasn't been playing for like 10 years, and he's still getting paid. And Bobby Bonilla's been longer.
God. Bobby Bonilla been retired for like 20 years.
So this dude was released on a $25,000 bond.
You gotta love it. You just gotta love it, no man. You just gotta love it. God.
So I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, look at these payments. Like the complaint says the records of wagers, blah blah blah. It's just he's allegedly have lost more than $40 million.
Wow.
So he was on average almost 25 bets daily, an average of 320,000 per day. Winning was deposited into his personal account, according to complaint. Yeah. It says prosecutor alleged that he paid at least $15 million to Bauer via wire transfer from Otani's bank account.
Basically screwed him over.
Then this new investigators found that the translator had used Otani's account to pay for more than other gamblings, including more than $250,000 on eBay and shopping platforms. Which the complaint says they spent more than 1,000 collectible baseball cards that prosecutors said he intended to resell. The bank fraud against carries a sentence up to 30 years in prison and or a max fine of $1 million.
So basically, he screwed him over.
Yeah.
Royally.
Big time. It says the biggest surrounding scandal to this point is Otani, who signed a 10-year, $700 million contract with the Dodgers in December, aware of this gambling debts. If so, what was his involvement? So once again, here's the $16 million question. Did he know this was going on?
That's a good question. I mean, he can act the fool. I'm not saying he did or didn't, because obviously we have no skin in this game. We know nothing. We know as much as everybody else. But I mean, this is concerning, because you'd be like, wouldn't you notice that amount of money missing?
That's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't you be noticing this amount of money missing?
So your
Like,
people are not
are you this gullible?
people are not looking at that account because you're telling them that you wanted it private. So why does your interpreter have access to this account?
Like, there's a side of me saying the interpreter's the scapegoat.
That's
That
where I'm going at.
Yeah, that's the side of me. There's another side of me that always look at. They were saying that the dude's a sucker. The dude is a sucker because those are the only two options. Either he's in on it and the interpreter is falling on the sword, or this dude is just that damn gullible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is this guy gonna take the fall for this, and how much you gonna pay him at the back end if he is?
Yeah, because look, prison here compared to other countries, it's practically a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to other, I mean, I've never been to jail, thank God. Been a good Christian boy in my life. But I've
definitely
heard.
know I haven't. You know, Mama.
Oh, that woman.
I'll be dead.
Like the moment they lock the door, they turn on the lights. Your mama right there in the corner, like, you done effed up, right? You know you done effed up. But don't worry, mama gonna end it now. Takes out the deadly weapon known as La Chancla, and proceeds to beat you to death with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
If the chancla was white, it will end up dark red by the end of.
It won't be anything because it'll be so far up my. Anyway,
Where the sun don't shine.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is this another Pete Rose thing? Because supposedly he didn't bet on anything. So is this guy taking the fall for all this? At the end of the day, it was Otani that did all of it, and it was just like, I'm gonna have to pay the bookie off too for not to say anything.
I don't know, man. Like, because everything just keeps pointing at the translator, right?
Yeah, and is it the reason why he's deferring all this money?
Yeah, because apparently he must have had that on the side for purposes of,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
wasting that money.
So did he know it was going on? And he was like, you know what? Let me just get $1 million now, so this guy doesn't clean my bank out.
How good is this old tiny dude?
How old?
Good.
Oh, he's the first player since Babe Ruth to hit the ball and pitch like it was nothing.
Okay, so I mean,
if you think of baseball,
it's been a minute since something like that has happened.
Of course,
it's been a while,
and they're saying he's better than Ruth.
It's been over 100 years.
This guy can throw 100 miles per hour, but also hit the ball out 120 miles.
Yeah, because pitcher hitter thing has not been a thing in over 100 years.
This is why they made this rule of DHing now, because now if you take Otani out of the game, he's in your lineup as your DH. Now you take him out of the game, you still have his bat in the lineup.
Because pitchers as historically known as the worst hitters under God's green earth.
Because all they need to focus on is
throwing that damn ball, throwing that heat.
But he has the gift to do both.
Which is where, again, 100 years late. Because then again, 100 years ago, there was only like 3 pitches and that's it. Now there's like how many pitches?
Well, as you know,
the game evolves with time. The game evolves with time.
The game evolved big time.
Yeah, now you got a clock.
You're taking a game that was taking like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and you're making it like 2.5.
Which is smart because, I mean...
Well, but the game was made long ago, and it's like you're losing your older crowd, but you're also grasping your younger crowd because no one that's in their mid-20s to early 20s wants to be at a game for 4 hours.
Yeah, because that's a day.
Yeah.
That's a day.
So, but, is the pitch clock good? Nah. But when you're at a game and you're spending thousands of dollars...
You take your W's and your L's.
Oh, you're always going to have the good and bad and everything. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, this whole time, that's my guess. Is like you said, There's no. It's either he's that dumb,
Either he's the most gullible man under God's green earth, or he's in it. He's in it.
and you're paying off a lot of people
Yeah.
because you have to pay off the bookie to be like, hey, you talk to this guy. You need to talk to
No, he
me.
probably took the translator like, yo, homie, you gonna have to take this dive for me, but I'll take care of you on the other side. I'll take care of you on the other side, you know.
But you're looking at 30 years. That's a long.
Then again, it's California, and the court system over there is a little flaky in terms of not being necessarily, how do I say, impartial.
Okay.
Like you can, sway it. Just go with a nice pack of schlong and money, and just go like, oh, you know what? I think that I want to reduce this sentence to, I don't know, community service. And you just throw that chunk of change right there and be like, how about community service? Does that sound right? And the judge and those people be like counting their money. Like, yeah, that sounds about right.
So now you're paying the judge talk too.
Dude, this dude is getting almost $1 billion before taxes. I don't know how much is going to be after taxes, but before taxes is almost $1 billion with a B. With a B. Mind you. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, that's was it. I think he gets I think, like I said, he was on bond. He turned himself in, so they gave him a $25,000 bond. See what happens next. But this story it's gonna be continued,
and I mean, they're making fun of Otani like that. He is actually in it. That's the joke right now.
Not really.
They're making fun of it.
Well, it's not coming out on the headlines or anything.
No. But people who make fun of it, like for example, I saw a meme here like, oh, Jordan and Otani hanging out in the weekend, because Jordan, he did actually bet, but he, contrary, he actually bet on himself, like he was gonna annihilate you. Because he was so sure of his basketball prowess. He was like, I'm going to destroy you. But I don't think he bet it on money necessarily. It was more like a game of golf or whatever. I'm not making any accusations. I'm nobody. I like Jays. I got one. I got actually a pair now. But I'm just saying Jordan is a competitive individual.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very competitive individual.
So was Kobe.
Yeah, but I don't think Kobe bet it, though.
No, Kobe didn't bet, but
Kobe, other than that little incident he had in Colorado, he was very straight-laced.
Of course.
You remember that incident?
Vanessa wasn't playing around.
Yeah. She wasn't playing. Yeah, she probably gave him a pass that weekend.
Oh, of course.
She probably gave him a pass that weekend, but turned out that girl was aiming a little higher than usual. Didn't expect him just coming out with spilling all the beans. So like, yo, I ain't denying what happened in that bedroom, but I'm telling you straight up, that was a 1,000% consensual, and it's not very hard to believe.
They tried, but you know what I mean. Like they even try to get like Jeter on his like, oh, Jeter doesn't pay because he lived in New York and he also lived in Florida, so he's like, oh, he doesn't pay the right taxes. My man came out and be like, listen. You got nothing better else to say. Leave me alone. Like, don't try to run my name through the dirt, because you had nothing else to talk about. Jeter was the prime sports guy, and for a New York guy, he was the cleanest. Now, did he have a freaking Hall of Fame girlfriend list? Oh yeah.
So did A-Rod.
Yeah.
Even when he was married.
Anyway, visit the TeePublic. It's like,
there's no comeback on that.
No, there's nothing. I can't say nothing about that.
Look, A-Rod, he's settled down in his ways, I think, nowadays. He's a little older, a little wiser. So, and he's been, look, I'll give him this. He's been pretty honest about who the man he used to be.
Listen,
he's been pretty honest about what he used to be.
He's the only person that I know that can come back as strong as he did and he came back good. He's like, yeah, I did it. He came back the next season.
That's what I'm saying. That he's been honest. He was sincere. He
came back the next season, and it was just like hitting hormones like it was like he didn't miss it.
Yeah. Look, for all the crap he's taken in his career, he's a good GM. He's a good sportscaster.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
What?
He's not a GM anymore.
Oh, he sold?
No, the guy that was gonna sell him the team didn't like that they were gonna lower, like they were basically gonna trash the whole team because they wanted to lower the payroll, and the guy on the team was like, "Well, this team is gonna go places, and I don't want to break up the team," so he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cancel the sale."
Okay, so he ain't gonna buy the Timberwolves no more?
No.
Okay. Oh, he's crying his eyes out like, oh, he's not the Timberwolves anymore. And wiping his face with money.
$100 bills.
Yeah.
Now, what is he gonna do with that house in Minnesota?
Sell it. Sell it.
I think he also teaches a class in some famous college in LA.
Look, that dude is loaded.
Oh yeah,
He's loaded. He ain't got.
he still was getting paid by the Yankees. I think like 2 or 3 years after the fact that he was gone. Like the Yankees was like, you know what, just leave. We'll pay you.
Yeah, because they basically retired him.
Yeah, they were like, you know what, you're done. They were like, you can come back and be like the special advisor to the team. And he did that, and then he was gone.
I mean, the Yankees took him because he was a name. He not necessarily because he didn't even play his original position, which was shortstop, because obviously he was not going to take that position away from Jeter.
Well, he came to the Yankees knowing that he was going to play third base, because he wouldn't have come if he was going to take Jeter's spot.
Yeah. No, he had that much respect for Jeter.
Yeah,
He was like, no, hell no, I'm not going to take that spot.
He made sure, he's like, listen, I'm coming here, I'm playing third, right? And they were like, yeah. And he goes, no, you need to guarantee me I'm playing third. I'm not taking shortstop. And they were like, yeah, you're playing third.
Because he had enough is common sense. You see that word again popping up every once in a while, you kids. Common sense, look it up. I know it's ancient.
What's that?
I know this generation I have no, but that used to be something that like it was a common agreed thing.
What are you doing? This generation. What are you what are you doing? Do you want us like to lose?
Listen to Rick. Let's see what Rick says.
Temporary superintelligence is just a side effect of the magazine dissolving in your rectal cavity.
And with that,
on that note, we're gonna end it. What's your Instagram?
That Ariel Duran and yours.
JohnnyBoy426.
Our website, housekeeperpod.com. Also, TeePublic, always 30% off. There's always a discount there. Help a brother out. Buy one of those designs. The link will be in the description as always. This is audio and video. I mean, you're going to catch us now both on the Spotify and YouTube. So now you got 2 ways to look at us. So there you go. So on that note, this has been Ariel.
And Jonathan. Peace out, everybody. Have a good week.
Thumbs up.